Hello and welcome to Low Budget Gaming and welcome to another sales video. So you thought all the sales were over, you were wrong because GOG has just started the New Year sale. So again, a bunch of usual stuff on sale. I'll go over the sort of big hitters and some hidden gems and indie cheaper games. But before I do that, they are also giving away a free game, which they always do with these sales. So you have Mordheim City of the Damned free for the next 3 days. So all you have to do is just click on add to library, make sure you're signed in, and it will be added to your cart. So this is a Warhammer fantasy RPG turn-based combat stuff like that, but it is in like 3D. So it's a pretty decent game. I've often mentioned this. It's not a very expensive game during sales, but it's free, so why not? Anyway, let's look at the sales. I'll start with some big AAA stuff, and then we'll go into some classic cheaper games that you should consider on GOG. Now, of course, if you're not familiar, GOG games are DRM-free, so you don't have to worry about anything. You don't need a launcher to run these games. They have their own launcher, but you don't need that. And of course, you can download and play them offline single player. So first up, we start with Skyrim. Now Skyrim, normally I mention the standard edition as a special edition, but this time I'm recommending the anniversary edition because this one, the special edition, I've seen it as low as $8 and the anniversary is usually a little higher. So this time the difference isn't that much and you can go for the anniversary edition. You get some extra mods and things through that were added in the creation club. Of course, this is DRM free, you can download and play offline, so you don't need a connection. So yeah, definitely pick this up. The could say the final version of Skyrim. Next we have Horizon Zero Dawn, of course a Sony game, PlayStation also here, and also by the way, God of War is also coming to GOG very soon. So this is 75% off, $12.49 complete edition. Then we also have The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Of course, CD Projekt is part of GOG. I mean, GOG is a sister company, so you can get it here. DRM-Free, of course. Complete edition, $12.49. The base price has gone up a little. These used to be up as low as 10, but all of 23, I don't think I saw it drop to 10. So if you want the DRM-free version of Witcher 3, get it here. $12.49 for the full thing, all the DLCs, all the expansions, everything in here. Next is Days Gone, so another PlayStation game, and this one hit a new low during the winter sales. It's at the same low price again, 75% off, $12.49. Open world zombie game. You are on your motorcycle, stuff like that. Next is a newer one here. Well, I say new. This game, The Sinking City, had a lot of issues with the publishing. There are like 2 different people involved, and there are a lot of issues there. But that issue has been solved. It is now in the hands of one publisher. They have updated it, so this is the version that you should be getting. 70% off, $12 here for the standard edition. They also have a deluxe edition. So yeah, Lovecraftian open world style game, detective style, and yeah, $12 for the standard version. Next is Achilles Legends Untold. So this is another game that got its full release not too long ago. So this is a ARPG with some Souls-like combat, and you are of course in the ancient Greek setting here, and of course they have a roadmap with more things planned. It looks pretty good. I've been interested but haven't been sure based on the reviews I've seen on Steam, are constantly sort of changing, but it is $15 for the standard version, 40% off. Next we have Fallout Game of the Year edition, of course another Bethesda game, another big game. I have played a lot of this one. This is probably the most I've played of any of the Bethesda games, and this is 75% off, $10 for the Game of the Year edition, which has 3 extra expansions, you could say. Next is Kingdom Come Deliverance Royal Edition. So Royal Edition is like the more complete edition. I think it's not like the full version. There's still like another version with some behind the scenes movies and stuff like that, but I think gameplay wise all the content is in this one. $8, 80% off, first person RPG, and this is a realistic RPG as well, so another very popular game. Next we have Assassin's Creed Director's Cut. So some of you may have heard of the recent drama when one of the Ubisoft executives said that people should get comfortable not owning their games. Well, if you want to own some Ubisoft games, pick them up here because you own the games. Like I said, they're also DRM free, no need for a launcher, things like that. So $6 for the original Assassin's Creed game. I don't know if they'll bring the newer ones here, but you can get the first one here, DRM free. And of course, you also don't need to connect and launch the Ubisoft launcher for this one. You can play directly. Then we have Dragon's Dogma, 84% off, 479 usual price, and it's again a good fantasy RPG third person that you can pick up if you like stuff like Skyrim. Next is Doom 3. So another popular game from the early 2000s, was quite groundbreaking in its tech and all of that. So yeah, a lot of other games also use this engine, I think. So 60% off, $399 for this one, was given away by Prime Gaming, so some of you may have it. Next is Deus Ex Human Revolution, Director's Cut, $299. Another very popular cyberpunk RPG, first-person action adventure as well, you could say. Now we have another Ubisoft game for Far Cry 2 Fortunes Edition. So most of us, people like me, I got into the Far Cry series with Far Cry 3. Even though I had played Far Cry 1 back in the day, I somehow missed this one, but a lot of people do say this is very good as well, a bit more brutal and realistic. So 70% off, $299 for the Fortunes Edition, which is like the complete version. Then we have another Ubisoft game, Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell, the original game. There are 6 games in this series. This is the first one. Many years ago when I started the channel, I actually did a full Let's Play of this one. $249. Anno 1602 AD, another of my favorite Ubisoft games. Now back in the day, this was not under Ubisoft, but it is now. So this is $249, first Anno game. Prince of Persia, Sands of Time. So we got the new Prince of Persia recently, but this era, the 2000s, you could say the PS2 versions of the games, they are quite popular. You can get them now here, 80% off, $199. Then there is a small little racing game that you may not be aware of, also by Ubisoft. This is Speed Busters American Highways. So very old game. The reason why this is still here and not removed is because they don't use licensed cars. Then we have Tomb Raider Anniversary. So from the mid 2000s. So this is like the original Tomb Raider from the 90s remastered in the 2000s. So this is like from 2007 or something. Yeah. So yeah, you can check this out if you are curious about the original Tomb Raider games. 161, 82% off. And then of course we have Fear Platinum, another game from the mid 2000s, first person, I could say a bit of horror game, very intense game and quite well packed, you could say, a lot of content in this one for only $119. And then we have 13, so another popular, you could say, comic book style FPS, great story. I'm a really big fan of this. I played this not too long ago recently, and this is 85% off, 89 cents only. So yeah, so that's about 20 games on sale here. I might look and see if I can find some more interesting deals. So yeah, make sure to pick up the free game, Mordheim, and any of the paid games that you were interested in. Links in the description. Thank you for watching. See you next time.